we were skilled enough to poke someone in the eye, we'd be skilled enough to punch him in the chin. We're constantly judging distance. Again, it's less than seconds, less than inches. It's completely intuitive. So a lot of Michael Chandler shit, pretty much everything he does, immediate point taken away. Smoking people in the back of the head. There's things that you can do on purpose, and then there's eye pokes. Like I said, it's almost impossible to purposely poke someone in the eye. That's a very small target, and we're trying to hit each other in the head, and a lot of the times that's hard to.
Stop everything you are doing right now, turn off the lights, lock the doors, and listen to me very carefully. Because the Justin Gaethje situation has just gone from a single scandal to a complete rewriting of UFC history. If you thought Dana White banned Justin Gaethje for life just because of what happened to Patty Pimblett last week, or even because of the steroid allegations, you are missing the bigger, more terrifying picture. Joe Rogan just went back on air for an emergency broadcast, and he didn't just talk about the Patty fight. He didn't just talk about the failed drug test. He did something that nobody else has had the guts to do. He pulled up the archives. He went back 5 years, 10 years, to every single highlight knockout that made Justin Gaethje a superstar. And what he found has shattered the sport of MMA into a million pieces. Joe Rogan has officially proven with video evidence that Justin Gaethje has been using eye pokes as a tactical weapon to set up his knockouts for his entire career. We aren't talking about accidents anymore. We are talking about a system, a pattern, a cheat code that he has used to blind opponents right before he shuts their lights out. And once you see what Rogan showed us today, you will never be able to watch a Justin Gaethje fight the same way again.
This is every eye poke that gave Justin Gaethje a clear advantage in his career. Against Tony Ferguson, Gaethje clips him with an eye poke as Ferguson is exiting an exchange. The referee doesn't catch it, but Gaethje immediately apologizes and the fight continues. Against Dustin Poirier, Gaethje eye pokes him twice. The first helps him land a follow-up leg kick. The second is caught right away, but it only results in a warning. Against Edson Barbosa, Gaethje has him back up against the fence and is teeing off when he lands an eye poke that visibly reddens Barbosa's eye. Again, it goes unnoticed by the referee. Just over a minute later, Barbosa is knocked out. And finally, against Patty Pimblett, Gaethje eye pokes him early, forcing a stoppage. Later, in a flurry, Gaethje eye pokes Pimblett again. This time, it isn't caught and it leads directly into a knockdown and brutal ground and pound. Now, it's worth noting that Gaethje has openly talked about his poor eyesight. A lot of his style is built on feel rather than vision, which is why he relies so heavily on collar ties, clubbing punches, and close range pressure. So what do you think? Is Justin Gaethje a dirty fighter or just reckless in the chaos?
Rogan started the episode looking physically ill. He said, "I couldn't sleep last night. After I saw what he did to Patty, I had a feeling. I went back and watched the Edson Barbosa fight. I watched the Fiziev fight. I watched the Poirier fights. And guys, it's all there. It has been there the whole time, and we were too blinded by the violence to see it." He then pulled up the footage of the famous Edson Barbosa knockout from UFC Philadelphia. Do you remember that fight? We all thought it was a masterpiece. We thought Gaethje just walked him down and crushed him with a right hook. But Rogan slowed the footage down to a frame-by-frame crawl just seconds before the finish. And there it was, clear as day. Just moments before Gaethje lands that final death blow, his lead hand shoots out. It's not a jab, it's not a feint. His fingers are extended, and he rakes them directly across Barbosa's eyes. You can see Barbosa flinch. You can see him blink rapidly, trying to clear his vision. And in that exact split second of blindness, while Barbosa is helpless, Gaethje throws the hook that ends the fight. Rogan screamed at the monitor. That wasn't a knockout. That was an execution of a blind man. He took his vision first, then he took his consciousness. That is not fighting. That is a...
He was hurt, and I was like, what is happening? I didn't even know. I don't know. I even asked coaches, like, what did I hurt him with? I don't know what I hurt him with in the first round. He was very hurt. And I didn't recognize it until he found the fence, and reached for the fence with both hands. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But that's how fast it is. I was like, I want to finish this mother right now, but I didn't want to take too many chances and put myself in bad position and get knocked out so that the world can shit on me. So
I saw what happened and I won't let it slide. It's not the first time Justin will do such a cheap tricks of poking eyes like those. His fight against Patty will be his last name. UFC is only for the real fighters, not the cheater.
But he didn't stop there. Rogan moved on to the Rafael Fiziev fight. We all remember Fiziev complaining after the fight that he saw only white in the later rounds. At the time, the commentary team brushed it off. We thought Fiziev was just making excuses, but Rogan played the clip again, zooming in on the clinch exchanges. Every time Fiziev started to get the upper hand, every time Fiziev landed a clean combination, Gaetje's hand would drift up, the thumb would extend, and suddenly, Fiziev would stop. He would retreat. He would paw at his eye. Rogan pointed out a specific moment in round 2 where Fiziev clearly signals to the ref that he can't see, and Gaetche immediately rushes in with a flurry of punches to capitalize on the confusion. Rogan's voice cracked as he said, "We praised this guy for being a savage. We called him the highlight." But the highlight was built on a lie. He wasn't breaking their wills, he was breaking their retinas. He knew that if he could take away 50% of their vision, he would win. It's the dirtiest tactic I have ever seen in 20 years of calling fights.
Gaethje! Bro, like, why you stopping? Woo! That's a bullshit. Bro, that's a bullshit.
Oh, why did he do that? That's an eye poke, Armin.
Was I poked? Was I poked?
Jesus. An eye poke.
Is it an eye poke?
You okay?
No, man. You hate these guys.
You have a message for Ilia Topuria if he's watching this?
No. No, I don't give a
The
fuck.
message will be in the
I
octagon.
don't give a fuck. I control my thoughts. I control my emotions. I won't give him the time of day. I'll, rely on my coach to watch him a lot. I've seen him fight, obviously, but I don't really go back and watch these guys. I really rely on my coach. I watched Patty today. I watched Patty and Chandler today. But I really rely on my coach to create a game plan and instill it into training. And yeah, this is so fast. I have no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Well,
The evidence kept mounting. Rogan brought up the Dustin Poirier fights. Dustin is one of the toughest human beings on the planet. He never complains. But even Dustin was seen multiple times in those fights telling the ref about the fingers. Rogan argued that the reason Gaethje's leg kicks and hooks were so effective wasn't just power. It was because his opponents were constantly terrified of the eye poke. They couldn't rush in. They couldn't commit to their punches because they knew they were walking into a wall of fingers. Rogan called it the Gaethje guard. He explained that by keeping his fingers extended, Gaethje created a force field that nobody could penetrate without risking their eyesight. It wasn't bad defense. It was malicious defense. It was a strategy designed to make opponents hesitate. And in this game, if you hesitate for a second, you wake up under the lights.
Man, you need to wake up. Oh, he poked him. He fucking poked him. No, you're good. You're good, mate. Chicken in a fucking Coca-Cola. Straight poked him. Look. What? That was intentional. Hey, man, nah. You better fucking suck it up, dog. I'm good, mate. I can fucking see. Give me a fucking potato with beans. I'm fucking good, you mushroom. There's your last fucking warning, you goddamn mushroom. You Spanish sausage, you. Man, knock his ass out for poking you in the eye now. Knock him out, white boy. Easy. Real white boy. Oh! Boo! Boo! Yeah, wrap him up.
Ooh, now that is, you see, this is what Justin does. He puts his palm out. Fuck, that is nasty. Nasty. Oh my God. Look at that, boys. I can just zoom in on that. That is in there, boys. Once again, I always say it, you're never going to stop eye pokes in mixed martial arts because Justin Gaethje finds his shot. He finds his shot. I'll pull up a couple more shots of Justin Gaethje trying to find a shot where it's actually a video of how he likes to go about. That's what he does. He goes here and then he throws his big ass right hand behind his shot to land. He goes like this, boom, boom. He does it every single time, but that is a nasty. Guys, I wish I could say this is Photoshop, but I like to bring it to you guys. This is not fucking Photoshop. This is a picture taken from the fight. Wow. I mean, yeah, that is nasty. But once again, look where Patty's hands are at. Besides the eye poke, Patty's hands are down here. They need to be up here.
I don't want to look like a loser right now, but everyone saw I was better than Justin that fight, but the UFC wanted him to win. The lad smashed my eye with his finger. I had to play all of the rounds with a broken eye, which is not fair.
Then Rogan dropped the bombshell that connects it all to the Patty Pimblett incident. He compared the mechanics of the thumb in the Barbosa fight to the thumb in the Patty fight. They were identical. The angle of the wrist, the extension of the joint, the timing of the strike, it was muscle memory. Rogan argued that you don't do the exact same accidental foul 5 years apart, unless it is a drilled technique. He suggested that somewhere in a gym in Colorado, this move was being practiced. He suggested that take his vision wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment comment from a corner man, it was a call-out for a specific, trained combination. Jab, poke, hook. A combination that isn't in the rulebook, but is apparently in Justin Gaethje's playbook.
Like, I'm shocked Patty has not shot a double leg. But how good his grappling is, I'm very shocked by that. See, this is where, like, the MMA, it's like you have such a clear advantage over somebody in grappling. I just feel he does. But he can't get him there. You don't have the fucking hands to knock him out. And he's pulling away. For somebody with good grappling, it's like, go underneath, shoot a takedown. Stop trying to fucking grapple. He's trying to fight a bull that you don't have the power to beat the bull. The bull is strong there. Shoot, creep. See, he shot when he was hurt. He didn't shoot when he was fresh. Patty is tough as nails. I give him that.
Obviously delivered in the main event, capped off with a war. Just give us your thoughts on Justin Gaethje and Patty Pimblett delivering a 5-round battle.
Yeah, I mean, what a couple. So Patty Pimblett at the weigh-ins yesterday says, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out tomorrow. And I was like, that's interesting. And he never abandoned that game plan. Even when, he got dropped a couple times, I kept waiting for him. I'm like, he's eventually going to have to shoot and try to submit him. Now, I didn't know Patty Pimblett had a chin like that till tonight. And, yeah, absolute dogfight in a war, and much respect to both guys.
We haven't seen Justin yet, so we don't know what his status is physically. But, I mean, is the interim, is the unification fight have to be next? Or is there a case if he's hurt and needs to be out for a while?
Apparently he's 100%. So we sent Patty Pimblett straight to the hospital, and then we're going to send Gaethje too. And Gaethje's like, believe me, I've been in plenty of wars. I'm good. So
the reaction to this episode has been apocalyptic. Fans are burning their Gaethje merchandise. Forums are flooding with gifs and clips of dozens of other fights where Gaethje's fingers were suspiciously close to his opponent's eyes. People are realizing that Tony Ferguson, who took a life-changing beating from Gaethje, was likely fighting half-blind for most of that main event. The narrative of Justin Gaethje as the people's champ, the gladiator, the warrior, has evaporated in less than He is now being viewed as the Lance Armstrong of MMA, a fraud who cheated his way to the top, not just with steroids as the previous leaks suggested, but with a systematic physical weaponization of the rules.
26 wins, 5 losses, 20 KOs. The dude fucking KOs people. Early on, he'd calf kick the fuck out of people. He'd calf kick people where they couldn't take it anymore. He had many TKOs from calf kicks alone. The guy is just a dense fucking ball of muscle, built for fighting, 37 years old now. He's crumpled people with his left hook. He's crumpled people with his right hand. Patty Pimblett is gonna have to be very careful throwing his flurries on Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje will sit down and rip a left hook, or sit down, drop his head, and launch a right hand. That's Justin Gaethje's ways to win. He could KO Patty.
Patty Pimblett's reputation, on the other hand, has skyrocketed into the stratosphere. Patty was the one who finally paid the ultimate price to expose this system. He took the poke that ended the charade. Rogan closed the podcast by looking at the camera and apologizing. He apologized to Edson Barbosa. He apologized to Tony Ferguson. He apologized to Dustin Poirier. He said, "We failed you, the commentary team, the refs, the commission. We let this happen because we loved the violence. We loved the knockouts, so much that we ignored the crime that set them up. And for that, I am sorry.
He earned it. Justin Gaethje's fought all these fucking monsters his whole goddamn career. Edson Barbosa, Donald Cerrone, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, Khabib, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, Fiziev twice, Dustin Poirier again, Max Holloway. Like, holy shit. He's fought the elite. So I'd love to see Justin Gaethje get it done. If I had to put, fuck, this is hard. If someone gave me $10,000 to bet with and they said, hey, put it on who you think's gonna win. I'm gonna say 60-40. 60-40. 40% chance that Justin Gaethje knocks Patty Pimblett out. Hits him on his chin. When Patty Pimblett's flirting, hits him right on his fucking, hits him right on the scouser chin. Bunk. Gets dropped. 40% chance, I think. 60% chance this fight, Justin's not able to find him. It's a little bit, it's like a spastic, weird style. He's not.
This is the end of the line for Justin Gaethje. Even if the steroid ban gets overturned on a technicality, which is impossible, he can never step into a cage again. No fighter would sign the contract. No commission would license him. He has been exposed as a career-long cheat who weaponized his opponents' bodies against them in the most cowardly way possible. The history books are being rewritten as we speak. Every highlight is now a lowlight. Every knockout is now a crime scene. And Joe Rogan, the voice of the sport, has just delivered the guilty verdict.
With Patty, if he can eat it, I can see Patty catching Gaethje and maybe almost like a Oliveira fight, you know, catch Gaethje, hurt Gaethje wobble, and then, you know, get to Gaethje's back or something, maybe subtle. You know what I mean? Like, Patty is very well rounded. You know, he out wrestled wrestlers, he out grappled grapplers. He stands with you. You know, he doesn't care. He throws. You know, everybody be like, his chin is in the air. He takes shots. Yeah, he takes shots and he still walk forward. How long will that last? We don't know. And that's the question I have to this fight. Or what his reaction is going to be when Justin Gaethje catches him. Because Justin Gaethje punches like a truck. He kicks like a. I'm not surprised if any of these guys win, because I can see two clear paths to these guys winning. I can see Gaethje catching Patty, you know, putting him down, finishing him. Then I can see Pimblett catching Patty, Pimblett catching Gaethje. Maybe knock him out or hurt him enough to where he can get a submission. You know, I think so. Paramount, the UFC did a really great great job of putting this first Paramount card together. From the main card, the first main card fight to the main event is sick. It's gonna be action-packed, and you fans are gonna love it. You know, the new fans are gonna love it. I mean, Gaethje is just violence. Patty Pimblett doesn't run away from violence. It's gonna be a fun fight. Like I said, I don't know who to choose. I'm not choosing no one. I see both guys. I think this is a coin flip. I think whoever can endure the more damage is gonna win this one.
Now I need to hear from you. After hearing about the Barbosa clip, after hearing about the Fiziev confession, do you look at Justin Gaethje's career differently? Do you think his wins should be overturned to no contests? And does Tony Ferguson deserve a financial settlement for the damage he took while fighting a man who was fighting dirty? Let me know in the comments below. This is the biggest story in combat sports history, and we are going to keep digging until every single truth is brought to light. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned, because the fallout from this is going to last for years.